Okay, so we need actually two API. Okay, here if you click. So we want a clone API and delete all booking links API. So they all go to the booking link controller. So you need to add two API. I think the second is pretty easy, right? So let me define the API first. So if you want to delete all booking, we can reuse this route. So okay, I'll create an empty shell so you can fill in later. Okay. So basically you can delete mapping and here. So this is like a public void delete all booking links. I don't think you need any parameter. So now you need to hook up a DAO to do that.
Okay.
So you need to grab all the link you have. Try. I mean, some have like automatic you need to use repository, right? So anyway, try to figure it out. Okay, we have some. You can reference here for notification. So
okay.
Here this is deleted by target user. This one directly called the repository. So the repository basically because there's a column called the target user. So if you give this method, it can automatically figure out what the SQL language to use. So anyway, you can figure out different ways. Okay.
Okay. So that if I delete all the booking links, that
you need to get a username, right? Not other people's one, right?
okay.
So
yeah.
In the database, right? Everyone have an owner, right?
Yes.
Every link have an owner, right? So you need to delete basically the username that is the owner, right? So kind of like the notification, right? The notification is deleted by target user because every notification have a target user.
Okay.
So basically it's deleted by that column, right?
Yes.
You don't want to wipe all, right? I mean, you only delete those belong to you, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, that's what this API is doing. It should be a simple repository method to call, but you need to figure out that method, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Usually for my IDE, like say here, okay, let me actually use that one. Let me actually go to the booking link DA, booking link DAO. Let's go to the repository. The repository, right? So normally you don't need to do anything. Let's say if we do delete or by owner. So this should, I mean, it's automatically giving me this, right? So I think you can use this. So this, you see it was auto-completing for me, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I haven't tried, but you can try this. I think this should work, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the first API. The second API we want to add is clone.
One thing I want to verify is that if I delete all the booking links, those booking links project, I mean the associated project and tasks will be auto.
No, it will not. The cascading direction is different, right? It's the opposite actually. If you delete the project, the booking link will be gone.
Oh.
In a way, this is like a many to one, right? Many booking link to one project. If you delete the project, the booking link will be gone. But if you delete the booking link, the project won't be gone, right?
Yeah. Because yeah.
Many to one. The cascading direction is different, right?
Okay. Yeah.
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 Let's go back to the task if we click on it. So here, let's talk about the clone APIs. That's a little bit tricky. Okay. So you have two API. The first API is quite simple. So the second API is clone. Clone should be done not public by yourself. So be something like this. You want to clone it, right? But you do need payload. Give me a second. So let's say clone. Okay, let's change it to be clone. Okay, let's call it clone. So let's define the clone. So it's a post, right? Okay. Okay, let's say this is post mapping and booking link clone route. So clone booking link. So we do need a pass variable for the booking link ID, right? So you need to get it. The second thing is we want to have so when user clone, we allow it to specify a slot span because when I clone, I want to change the span. So basically, we copy all the basically we copy all the like recurrence rule. If you look at the UI here, not this UI, right? We basically copy like start date, end date, time zone, like where, and then even note, right? So like we copy like all the recurrence rules that is unavailable, right? Even project, right? So that's when clone happen. All the other field. So the thing is you need to check the old slot span. If so, there's one more field that is very special is the slots, right? We don't copy the bookings. Okay, so I mean we have one booking link had one too many bookings, right? Booking is when other people make the booking, right?
Yes.
Saturday we don't copy. Okay, we don't copy that. Okay, so make it empty or now. Okay, so we are not going to copy the bookings. That's for sure. I mean, doesn't make sense, right? So the slots is manually done by the user, right? Remember, right? So if you compare with the old slot span, if it didn't change, just copy it over. But if it changed, so that means it's invalid, right?
Yes.
That means it's invalid, right? Because like let's say it used to be, I mean, I have like a 15-minute, like 30-minute booking, right? But when you clone it, you change it to be 15 minutes. So the original slot this text doesn't work anymore. Just don't copy it. Just break, you know? If the slot span is the same, copy it over. If it's not, don't copy it over. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So now we need to specify, let me close this. So now we need to specify a slot span. Usually we can make it in the body like this. I don't know if you can make it integer. I think it has to be string from what I remember. So what I mean is you have slot span. You might want to do some check. Check this number, otherwise fail it. So I mean, this has to be a string. I mean, if we don't want to create a class for deliberately for the, I mean, you don't want to create another class. I mean, there are too many classes. So let's make it a single. So you basically need to pass in, if we define this way, so this has to be string. Integer, I'm not sure integer can work. We can give it a try, but I mean, let's first try this, okay? Let's look at the, I remember if you make it an integer, it's not gonna work. Let's look at the Swaggle. Swaggle. This is book. Clone, right? Clone. If we try it out, right? The string can work. So this one is the string. Yeah, if you give something like a, so the bad thing is that, so this is the curl, right? So request URL, the body, where's the body? Oh, this is the curl actually. It still thinks this is JSON, but yeah, I mean, string definitely work. But the bad thing is you need to like, you need to change it to be like let's just go with string. String is safer. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Java wise it's supposed to be integer, but yeah, but I think last time I used integer here, I think it failed for some reason. Yeah, so let's just go with this. Okay, so basically the slot span is specified as payload, right? So the URL is this. This is clone more like a verb. Additional parameter goes to the payload body, right? Okay. So now you only need this one parameter. You don't need other parameter, right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you have any question? I'm gonna check this in. Yeah.
Okay. I'm good for now.
Good for now. Okay. Yeah. So basically, in the report in the DAO, you just initiate a new object and then initiate a new object and then basically copy every field you need, right? Do some check. Quite simple, right?
Yes. Okay. Chrome booking link. Okay.